Hey guys, I'm back. This is probably going to be my last video update because Christopher and I are going to Amsterdam tonight. We leave on a train in a little over an hour, and then we will be spending tomorrow night in Berlin at some giant, lots of people, New York City style New Year's event, gala if you will. And then from there we will be taking a train to Spain for a week. I figure we'll probably spend 5 or 6 days there. We were toying between Spain and Italy, decided on Spain because I can actually use my Spanish there, and Christopher doesn't know any language anywhere, so much more helpful. But as for recent updates on Belgium, the wonderful country that it is, as you've all heard from my previous video updates, a few more things that bother me while I'm here in this wonderful socialist/communist country. Okay, the drivers here are bad. And when I say bad, I don't mean like, oh yeah, those drivers in Atlanta, they're really bad. I mean like the worst drivers you've ever encountered in your life. They don't have a lot of like people who follow the rules. The rules are posted everywhere. The signs are like every single block. They have to post signs, some stupid law. No one follows them. We saw some truck, it was a giant like 18-wheeler, run over the front end of a Mercedes-Benz, and they left the cars in the middle of the street. The truck could have just moved off the front end of the Mercedes-Benz and stopped blocking the entire downtown of Brussels, but they didn't. They were all standing outside pointing like, "Oh, look, can you fix my damage? Do you think you have the tools to fix that right here?" Idiots. But as for food sucks here. And I know I've said that a lot in my previous updates, but I hate the food system here with a passion. I would pay $142.67 for one kids' meal McDonald's hamburger right now. But I can't because there's nothing fast food. We were hanging out with a bunch of Dutch guys last night, and I asked one of them, "Do you guys have anything like fast food here?" He's like the kebab shop? I'm like, "No. When I go to the kebab shop, I stand for 30 minutes waiting to get my food. That's not fast food." He's like, "That's fast food." What? Dining here is like a 3-hour experience. They don't have something called dinner and a movie. It's like dinner all night. Basically, when the waitress comes around, she takes your drink order, gets your drink, and comes back an hour later. At every restaurant, you can't get in and out in under 3 hours because they don't come back to you. And then when you want your bill in less than 2 hours, they're like, "What? Was there a problem?" No, I just don't want to spend my entire night here, lady. I want to go home. I want to do something else. Anyways, there's no urgency anywhere. Nothing is of any importance. They're in no hurry to take your money. They're in no hurry to listen to you. There's no lines. People just like congregate in a general area, and whoever is the first one to step up is the next one to go, even if you're the last one in the door. And so people who don't have a spine just kind of stand there for 3 hours till no one's in there, and then they get to go. Yeah, we experienced that. And free refills? What? They give you like, remember that little Coke bottle we saw in one of the past updates? Yeah, that's the whole Coke when you go out dining. And then I'm like, "Can I get a refill?" What? Yeah, that'd be another €1.75. €1.75? That was 8 ounces of drink. That did not quench my thirst at all. That's ridiculous. But whatever, Belgians. And everything closes down, and I found out why. It's because they have to make a certain amount of money to stay in a tax bracket. Otherwise, if they make too much money, it puts them in a whole other tax bracket, and they pay a ton more tax. We're already paying 21% tax here. What? I don't pay 21, and I thought the taxes were high in America. The taxes are awful here. And then they say, "Oh, well, my healthcare system is so good." And I'm like, do you know what you could do with 21% of your yearly income every year? I mean, unless you have cancer, then you're not going to use up all that money that you're paying in the healthcare system. So, hell, they need to figure that out because it's ridiculous. But everything shuts down because they don't want to make too much money. So, there's only like one place open after, say, 4. It's called the Nachtwinkel, which means the night store. And they have booze and chips. So, dining, if you don't want to drive all the way to the kebab, which is like 20 minutes away, to stand in line for 30 minutes for one of those, I just get chips and booze. Delicious. I know, definitely my meal. So, I couldn't find the bag. I'm very disappointed. But my favorite type of chip over here is Cool American. Yeah, it's Doritos. It's basically Cooler Ranch, except they call it Cool American, because I don't know who came over here. Maybe they don't have a word for ranch, but they call it Cool American. It's delicious. So, that's my last video update. I'll be sending out emails from wherever I am, and I will talk to you all later and see you when I get home. Oh, I completely forgot one of our adventures. We went shooting guns illegally. We shot automatic weapons, which are illegal here. We paid like $25 and got to shoot all we wanted, just paying for the ammunition. And so I'm going to insert a little clip of me. It's like 5 seconds of the same picture, so I hope you enjoy it. It's us shooting guns, and I'll have more pictures when I get home, but Christopher's camera didn't work right, and so I couldn't get them on the Mac to put them in the video. All very confusing. I'll explain it later, but here it is.